make a different video, and then I feel like I was just rambling. I was like, maybe my brain is telling me to just make a rambling talking video. Just like a life update. They're just so random. And I seem to be unable to maintain a coherent train of thought. So maybe I just need to make a rambling update video. And there's actually a topic that has been on the front of my brain for a while, and I was just trying to figure out how to put it into words until recently when I saw some posts talking about it, and I heard something on the radio today, and I was like, you know what? Let's talk about this. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy, washing your hands, quarantining, social distancing. Can we call it physical distancing? We're physically keeping distant, but we're still being social. I went geocaching with some friends, and we just made sure to keep 6 feet apart. We're being social, being physically distant. I don't know, that's just like the English nerd in me coming out, and I'm like, I don't like the word social. I want the word physical distancing. That just sounds more accurate. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? That's not what I want to talk about though. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about theater. Right before all this COVID-19 stuff happened, right before the stay-at-home order in Minnesota, I was in a show.
There's no word in that Rodolfo sped off into the distance. Because they had found each other.
Yes, they had found each other.
Woo! Well, needless to say, we had 2 performances of Matilda when it was canceled. They tried to have a new set of dates, but we even couldn't do that because the stay-at-home got pushed back further. And like, I want to be safe, and I understand why we're staying at home, and I'm totally respectful and understanding of that. But I really want my theater. It's been really hard right now because like I just heard on the radio it wasn't really an ad, but it was like a PSA about how the Ordway needs financial help. The Ordway needs financial help. The Ordway. That's where Broadway tours come to perform. That's where the musical 6 performed before they went to Broadway. Like, the Ordway needs financial help. That's a big theater. If that needs financial help, think about all the community theaters. That's where I do theater right now. I do theaters through community, not through regional professional theaters. That's a lie. I actually got cast into a regional premiere of a show, but it got pushed to next year because of all this stuff, and I understand why. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand. Here's where I'm struggling, mentally, emotionally. Theater is my coping method. I don't need to cope as much as I used to. I'm not in the closet anymore. I'm not avoiding my emotional and mental health. I am much more open about my mental health now, so I don't need to cope like I used to. But theater is still an escape. It's still a creative outlet. It's still a way for me to express myself. And without it, I feel a little lost. For example, I saw my friend posted a video from a show she was in, and it was like the curtain call, nothing like from the actual show, just them bowing at the end of the show. And the caption said, you know, I miss theater, I miss auditioning. And I was like, man, that's exactly it. I miss auditioning. I don't miss the stress and the anxiety and the waiting on the edge of your seat, like, did I get in? Did I not get in? Just freaking tell me. I don't miss that. But I miss the concept of, I don't have a show. Let's do another one. I can't even do that. Like, nobody's auditioning right now because they don't even know when they can reopen. And in fact, when this all started happening, Matilda got canceled, and then I auditioned for a show. It was a regional premiere of an LGBT play, and I got in. I got one of the lead roles, and I'm so excited. And it got pushed back to next year, and I understand why. But that's a long time. But it's really hard when you're doing this as a passion, as a drive, to suddenly be like, halt, brakes on, no more going forward. I feel like I ran into a wall. Now I know that like it's not completely over. Like, we are gonna reopen, right? Things are gonna be back to normal eventually. Well, not normal, but things are going to be open again. We can go to restaurants, we can see our friends, we can go to theater, we can go to movies, whatever. The other thing too is that, yes, we've had lots of arts available right now. You know, people are streaming concerts, people are making video compilations of songs from musicals. I watched one from Six the other day, one from Dear Evan Hansen. They're amazing, and I'm so glad they're happening. But those are Broadway actors. Those are big name actors who are being asked by the company they've worked with or the Actors Equity to help them with a fundraiser. I'm a little community theater actor. I don't get asked to do those things. Don't take this as a, I'm protesting, I want this to stop, like, let's get back to work. Like, I'm not protesting to stay at home. I love to stay at home. I think it's so good for us. We're learning to be in tune with ourselves and with the world and with nature and, you know, what companies actually value their employees and what companies value money, you know? I'm not saying I want this to be ended right now, like, I'm done, let's get it over with. Just the thoughts of somebody who has creative outlets in place and they were snatched away. You know, I'm really lucky. We're all lucky. We're lucky that this happened now. It's gorgeous outside. Thank God this all didn't happen in the dead of winter. We would have been so freaking like stuck inside. Like, people are already feeling stir crazy a little bit on my end, but imagine in the middle of winter when like it's too cold to leave. It's made me feel unmotivated in the rest of my life. Do you ever just say, what's the point? Like, I don't know what I expected from this. Did I expect to feel better saying these things out loud? Did I expect to feel like you guys agree with me? Did I expect to just feel more empty? I don't know. I know a lot of my fellow actors are hurting and they miss being in shows. I was very fortunate that Matilda even had 2 shows. A lot of my friends never got to perform. Their shows got canceled before opening night even happened. And my heart breaks for them. They never got to feel that taste of being in the character and feeling everything fall apart and fall together and fit right. And I can't even explain what it's like to be on stage and everything just happens. The lights, the sounds, the music, the other actors, you, everything. It's a rush I can't even explain. And without that rush, it's really hard right now. So again, I don't put this out there in the hopes of this will be over tomorrow. I don't put this out there in the hopes of Matilda will be back in 2 weeks. I just put this out there, I guess, to tell you to check in on your fellow actors, on your actor friends. We're a little lonely right now and a little lost. Now is the time to check in on people and see what we need. As individuals, as groups, as humans. Did I ramble too much? Probably. We'll talk to you guys soon.